morning to you. How are y'all doing today? Thank you for coming to my channel. Please come on in and hit the like button and let me know where you're calling from. As a matter of fact, I learned a little trick so I can ask y'all a question. It's Q&A. That's all I know how to say. The question is, what triggers you to eat, eat outside of mealtime? Okay, so go ahead and fill in the answers there. This little box comes right in front of my face. I'm like, look here now, people. You're going to have to move away from my face, little Q&A box. Oh, I made it smaller. Okay, good. Well, it's still in my face. Well, maybe, I don't know how to make it get out of my face. There we go. Maybe that'll help. Okay. How y'all doing? Come on in. Come on in. Hit the like button. I'm already hot. Lord have mercy. Jesus. I'm hot, hot, hot. So my name is DebraAnnMatthews. Let me turn on the heater, the fan. I mean, I am sitting under my electric blanket, so stands to reason why I'm hot, but that's neither here nor there. Come on in, y'all. My channel is called Lose Weight With Me, and so what that means is, honey, I got knee pain. When I say knee pain, I got knee pain. Not all the time, but I do have it. That little box is in my way, so y'all go ahead and answer that question and let me know what triggers you to eat outside of mealtime. So I have knee pain. We talk about back pain. We talk about chronic pain. We talk about weight loss, meals, goals, purpose, exercise, food prep, mindset, all the stuff. And if you don't have a weight problem, but you're on here, honey, and something is weighing you down, come on over here, come over here, come on over here to Auntie Baby, because we want you to lose that as well. Oh, hey, Yvonne, 6181. Hey, Yvonne, you're in the ATL. Hey, in the ATL. Hey, in the ATL. It's all good in the ATL. All right now, Miss Girl. All right now. So I'm gonna got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 songs. They're all gospel songs because I started listening to my gospel. This morning I'm gonna be listening to. Yesterday I listened to the book of Acts, but this morning I'm gonna listen to the book of Romans and get some. Sometimes you need to learn some outside of what's in your own head, because what's in your head ain't doing me not a bit of good. Okay, so I had to put something else in my head. So I want to share with you all. I'm actually in 3 weight loss support groups in addition to my personal training and my water exercise. And if you haven't been watching my channel, come on in, y'all. Hit the like button. Let me know where y'all calling from. I've had excruciating knee pain since about December 5th. Okay, November 5th, I was walking like nobody's business. December 5th, I'm like, Coach, my knees hurt. Coach, my knees hurt. Coach, my knees hurt. I'm not coming to training. Coach, my knees hurt. We got the snowstorm. I actually exercised 1, 2, 3 times since we had that big snowstorm. So my knees, they don't hurt as bad, but they still hurt. And that's okay. Plus, my wheelchair broke, so I'm using my manual chair, and that puts me in a whole spin anyway. So we are doing that. But what I know to do is go to my coach. My coach can help me do everything because he's qualified to do it. So, and that when I see him confident, it makes me confident. And guess what we did? We took the steps down, which I knew I was going to take the steps down because it's easier than walking to the back of the van, taking that ramp. Because the steps, if you put me right in front of the door, I go one down and walk in. Whereas if I'm down at the end of the truck, I go down, walk around, then walk in. No, ma'am. Miss Deborah got to take the shortest route. So when I asked my coach, I said, Coach, how are we going to get back in the van? He said, you're going to take the steps up. And my knees were really hurting, but I did it. I'm like, Coach, I did all of that when my knees hurt this much. He was like, yep. I said, okay, Coach. Because if my coach says to do it, do you know the definition of your coach? Your coach or your personal trainer teaches you how to do things that you don't think you can do. Remember that. I just started sipping this. That's hot tea, but I put cold water in there and drink it all the same. So, what I want you to comment on is let me know what triggers you to eat outside of your mealtime. I take the University of Houston pre-diabetic support group. I take the 40 up, Dr. Joe's 40 up class, and y'all can sign up for it too. I guess the next one he has, that actually starts in March, but we have little powwows every week. And he talked about triggers. And then Michelle Pettis is doing a 3-day, which started yesterday. Hi, we started yesterday and for 3 days on Mind Over Meals, the truth and the lies. So I'm gonna sing y'all. I'm gonna sing you Sing Hallelujah. I'm gonna sing you Just Over in the Glory Land. I'm gonna sing you Call Him Up. I'm gonna sing Heaven's on the Other Side. I'm gonna sing all our trials. Where's all my trials? And then I'm gonna sing Our God, He is alive. Those are the selections, just like we in church, okay? Um, I'm gonna sing all of those. So if you armpits color and GOLOACULA 3772, hit the like button. We can talk about that, but first you gotta hit the like button. Um so sing hallelujah by and by. Oh, what joy when we get home. Rest beneath that cloudless dome. In that land where saints never die. We will sing hallelujah by and by. Now, one of the things I learned is that people hang on to whatever their thing is. One of the speakers talked about how AA, like Alcoholics Anonymous, they teach their people that you're always going to be an alcoholic, but the Bible doesn't teach that. So sometimes you have to understand the perspective by which you get your information. And sometimes you have to, they call it chewing the bones and spitting the meat out, or chewing the meat and spitting the bones out. So if you get a piece of something that gives you insight, take what you can use and leave what you can't use. Okay. Yvonne says, I eat outside my meal window when I don't eat enough at my meal time. Okay. That's true too. I actually, like when I have my plate of food, I can't eat all of it at one time. So that's why when y'all see me eating in the middle of the night, that's because I didn't finish eating my food. I just be satisfied. Or if I'm stressed, sometimes I just eat enough. Or if I'm not stressed, I'm just eating enough. Or if I'm just not focusing on eating it, I just don't eat all of it. But the new plan that Dr. Joe has us, he has us eating 6 small meals a day. So I'm gonna have to eat. Or if they're small, they might be small enough. So, and he has us measuring our food, which I have a food scale, all the stuff. I'm ready for it. So, you know, I'm not ready to give up peanut butter and bread, but I'm ready for it. It's okay. It's okay. It's not gonna be. It ain't no big deal. Food is gonna be there. Food ain't ever going nowhere, and I don't have to eat all of it. And I'm looking forward to that. So let me find this scripture that he gave us. It was really powerful. Proverbs 4:24. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. And we read all these scriptures and stuff, but we don't know how to make it really relate to our challenge area. So when we guard our heart, we talked about guarding our peace too. And when I first started my weight loss support group, I had lost 33 pounds, but I was still stressing out for 4 months. And then I joined this weight loss support group, and I told the teacher, I was like, every single thing stresses me out. Every single thing stresses me out. So from that time to this time, I have found so much peace because I began to understand how emotions affect weight loss. Something we never talked about in all the weight loss support groups I've ever been a part of. I've been a part of many of them, community support groups, all the stuff. So now I have some good information. And now we have people who believe in Christ Jesus who help us use the scriptures to make it, okay? To use the scriptures to make it. So when we protecting our heart, we got to avoid relationships that don't do well with us. And they call those in today's world toxic relationships. And so or people who trigger you to respond, or situations that trigger you to respond in a way that isn't what you want to do. So even sometimes I tell myself, I was telling my friend this morning, I said, you know what? When I started feeling like don't nobody care about me, I remember, girl, we just celebrate your birthday. Girl, she just put you on in a way to help you save $150. What you talking about? Don't nobody care about you. Sometimes you have to take the thing that comes to your brain, and talk and give yourself facts. And that's what they call speaking truth to power. And also what I did, and I did this with you all too. For 2 years, y'all just was satisfied seeing me exercise, okay? But to really say what was really on my mind, to really say the trouble areas I had, I got comfortable after I joined Michelle Pettis' Mind Over Meals to just tell y'all the truth. I told them, I said, honey, for the first time, I told them people the truth on my YouTube channel. Because y'all, I mean, you can easily deceive anybody. Not really deceive, but failure to tell the whole truth, to state your truth. And one of the things I learned from one of my nieces, she says, that's her story to tell. So whatever my story is, it's mine to share with you. So I gladly do that because to get the root, we have a friend who just had a surgery and they got, when you have those balls, even on the the popper, you have to get that eye out because if you don't, it's gonna grow back. So that's what we're doing with this weight loss. With my weight loss, I'm getting, um, yeah, I don't eat breakfast because I don't be hungry. Okay, well, like I said, I gotta read all the stuff. Whatever he tells me to do, baby, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, and because I want success, and so and honestly, let me tell y'all something. I like eating. Okay. So I got to read this guide. Now, I didn't realize I didn't already print that guide out. Because Miss Debra don't be paying attention. Because what Miss Debra be doing? Talking, okay? Talking, okay? Talking, okay? But guess what Miss Debra going to do? She going to change her ways, okay? Baby, let me... Oh, I'm supposed to be singing church songs. So I'm going to sing church songs. Let me sing one. Just over in the glory land, there with, yes, with the mighty host, I'll stand just over in the glory land. Just over in the glory land, there with, yes, with the mighty host, I'll stand just over in the glory land. So, one of the things he said is that we behave like children. Even children, we don't even really behave like children. We behave less than children. Children be mad, crying in a minute, and next few minutes they be on about their business. So we harbor that thing. He not wrong, y'all. He not wrong. He not wrong. He not wrong. So in order for me to heal, I gotta say, girl, we gotta be aware of our triggers. And you know what? I actually have more friends around me who are peaceful, who are laid back. So that helps me to be more laid back. Who are planners. I'm not a good planner. I mean, unless it's something I really want to do, but I'm learning to begin to organize myself little by little by little by little. Okay. And of course, I think one of the biggest things is asking for help. Honestly, because of my mobility issues, I always have to ask for help. And I don't mind it because I need some help. But also, I'm learning to, even though I'm slow to do this, I'm learning to do it myself too. Y'all know I don't want to wash them clothes. Oof, I don't want to wash them clothes. But guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wash some clothes, y'all. I gotta wash the clothes, okay? You see that red dress in that video I posted? I was like, what my red dress? I bet it's in them dirty clothes that need to be washed. But since I got a whole lot of other clothes, I don't be worried about it. But I'm like, I want to wear my red dress. So what I want to talk about is triggers of eating. I'm glad that Yvonne put that she don't eat enough at mealtime, and that's important. You know what? I was telling my friend, I said, now when you go get me some oxtails, you're gonna have to give me 2 orders of oxtail meat because that's not enough protein. And he was like, they don't give extra. I'm like, they don't. Y'all don't see America, you can buy extra. I'm like, let me tell you something. That's not enough protein and it's too much rice, but when I was in Fort Lauderdale, when they give you your plate, they put a lettuce and tomato on top. Whatever you order, they splash a lettuce and tomato on top of it. I'm like, okay. And so you have to be very aware of the things that causes you to eat outside of your food window. And then you have to be determined to heal that part. And that's what this is all about. Each one of these support groups, they encourage me. Sometimes I don't be paying attention, but then I'm trying to pay attention. I'm trying to sit. I'm like, Debra, be grown, sit here, be still, and really try to get something from here that's gonna change your life, gal. Change your life, Miss Debra. Change your life, okay? Um, they talk about what caused you to sit still. Some people in the group, oh, I can't talk about them because it's confidential. But anyway, what about your triggers caused you to make a certain food choice? And what they asked us is, what have you realized about yourself? Like for me, I actually I did buy some popcorn during the winter storm. Sometimes you get bored. See, that's what I'm talking about. Just knowing what your habits are. And I eat. I don't have. I don't think I really have is peanut butter, and I should have an orange here, which I'm gonna eat as soon as I find it. But I grabbed two of them. But anyway, that's pretty much what I have. I have this lemon right here, and I have my food, my electrolyte to go in my water. But outside of breakfast, that's all I got. We're gonna go out for lunch today, so I don't have to worry about that. And then I can cook dinner if I need to, but I might not eat again. I might just eat a snack from lunch for dinner, which I probably will do that because I don't want to have to cook again. I'll cook in the morning. But yes, what is it that you noticed about yourself? What did you notice about your food choices? What have you noticed about your eating patterns? Okay, good. Hello, Billy Weber. How you doing? So that's really what we're talking about today, what we're talking about this morning. And the good thing about it is, remember when we used to be eating all secretive, we in the car through the drive-through, we hiding our food. I used to put candy on my chest right here and walk through the office and just be eating it, just be eating it. So that was an individual act, but the way that we're losing weight right now is in community. Being on here talking to you all, being in my weight loss groups, going to be with my coach. And, I tell my coach what I ate. I said, Coach, yesterday I ate eggs and turkey bacon and an orange. And today I ate pomegranates. And I'm like, Coach, that's what I ate. So he knows that for 2 years I struggled with my eating. I struggled with eating good food. So I was always eating something crazy, but I kept working on it. And eventually I got to the point where I can eat pretty much good. And every night if I eat some popcorn, it's okay if I get a small bag. If I buy they'll have two $4, I'll get them. But if I have something to do, I'll get a big bag if I go to Sam's, and I'll find myself eating that within 24 hours. So, and it's because I'm nervous. So the good thing is when you recognize your pattern, when you're aware, and when you're eating whole food, then your brain can help you make better decisions. And then you can see yourself a little bit better. You can say, well, do I want to do that or not? And then sometimes because I already bought the popcorn, the stressor is already there. But sometimes I'm able to divide the popcorn in ounces and in little bit Ziploc bags and just eat a bag at a time. But the way I do that, I'll leave the popcorn in the living room and I'll just grab a bag and bring it in here with me, or grab two, one for today and one for tomorrow. But sometimes I eat both of them today. So, but you don't beat yourself up and you don't waste your energy feeling bad about it. You go, well, Deborah, you might want to just go one bag at a time per day, and that'll help you. And that's what it is. And that's how you get things accomplished. Beating yourself up, wasting your energy telling me what you did, instead of analyzing what was going on with me? How could I have made that a little bit better? And I don't mind paying more for individual servings of things, especially when I go to Sam's Club, because they'll have individual servings. It'll cost a little bit more, but I don't mind paying more because it's the convenience of it. And honestly, I got some individually wrapped fish, which is great. I can cook one piece at a time. So being able to know that I can cook some fish, I can cook some green beans, that's good enough. I can cook. I have some potatoes. I'll make some potatoes. I'm going to make some cornbread. I'm going to make some. I got one egg and a packet of cornbread. I don't use milk, but I'm going to make some. Now, I might make some Thursday or Friday. We're going to see. I might make a Cornish hen. I got to get the seasoning recipes off the internet because I want to cook my collard greens without meat and see how they taste. Jeff made some at the church one. Oh, it was so good. He ain't put no meat in it, but it was delicious. So I'm going to see what a sister can do. A sister can cook, but I want to see what I can do to turn that thing around, y'all. So, hey, that's where you want to go. I'm going to give y'all this scripture, James 1:19. It says, be quick to listen, slow to speak, slow to anger. Be quick to listen. What you talking about, God? Guess what people who talk a lot like me do? Do not do. Listen. Because what we doing talking and what we thinking about doing while somebody else talking. Thinking about what we going to say next. That's just the truth. I tell people all the time, look, now you know good and well I don't listen very well. So what you talking about? But, what makes me kind of listen, and this is true, ladies, for those of you who want to date and get your fella, get your Boaz, if you speak a little softer, it'll help him come in to draw close to you. But I find it's the same thing when I'm talking to somebody that's really calm and collected, and especially if they're very masculine, I listen in because it's the polar opposite of me. But if you sound like me, if you're a man and you sound like a woman, I'm not listening to you. And but if you're a woman and you sound like a man, I'll listen because I'm like, you can't help if your voice deep. Plus, men like a deep voiced woman that sound like a man. You know, like Tony Braxton, men like that. So it's okay. But in either case, Dr. Joe talked about people who were already. You cook some kale without meat. Okay, yes. Now, when I eat kale, I mix that. Well, I buy the kale salads that have kale mixed into it. And sometimes I will buy kale and mix with my turnip greens. But yeah, a lady told me a long time ago, whenever 3 days before she go to the doctor, she eats a kale salad and then makes sure that her blood pressure is low. So that's good, Yvonne. I like that. I like that tip. See, that's what I'm talking about. If we can share what we do versus give advice, that's great. Because only, it's a support group. It's not like, don't nobody know what you need to do but you. And you have to figure out what you should do in order to do it. So, what have you noticed about your eating patterns as it relates to just how you eat, or do you eat mostly based on triggers, or do you have a set way you eat? What have you noticed about that, y'all? What have you noticed about that? So I'm gonna sing another song. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 more songs to sing. This one is "Call Him Up." No, they say "Call Him Up." This is what the men say: "Call Him Up." Mm-mm-mm. Call him up. Mm-mm-mm. Call him up. Mm-mm-mm. Call him up. Mm-mm-mm. Stop hesitating. I know God is waiting. So call him up in praise. Call him up. Mm-mm-mm. Call him up. Mm-mm-mm. Call him up. Mm-mm-mm. Call him up. Mm-mm-mm. And so, when I was in class yesterday, oh, he did a good job. That's when he was talking about the triggers of eating and sitting still. And he asked each of us what was our poor health choices. What is it that we recognize about our poor health choice? And so it was really good. And then like everybody kind of talked about their why. And he was like, that's it. Remember your why. Remember your purpose. And like I'd say it, one of the things that make me want to eat when I'm in pain, it makes me want to eat. Especially if I want to eat chocolate, I want to eat popcorn. And it's such a odd reaction because it would seem that when I was in pain I don't want to eat, but it's actually the exact opposite. So what is my purpose? My purpose is to keep going and lose weight. My purpose is to lose 3.8 pounds per week for 52 weeks. That's 200 pounds. My purpose is to walk independently. My purpose is to participate in the games that's in May. I want to do track and field. My purpose is to get on a plane without my wheelchair and be able to manage it. And my purpose is to, even if I need a wheelchair, to still be able to move independently, but need a wheelchair like for long trips, from like the airport door to the end of the airport. My purpose is to be able to travel without needing all these mobility aids that I have right now. That's my purpose. My purpose is to go to Vietnam, but I found out there are other places you can also go, even Thailand, where you can have custom clothes made. I know you can have clothes made in Africa, but I don't know. I think they should have tailored clothes because they have Africa, baby. Nigeria is the capital of all fashion and beauty. I don't know how y'all living y'all life, but baby, I guess to get over to Africa. I don't know if I'll be able to go to Nigeria because they've been on the do not fly zone list for 20 years, but Americans do go over there. But I can't get kidnapped and stuff. And then I called the embassy. They was like, then we tell you don't go over there. See, that's what my mama said. If your friends jump out the Mississippi River Bridge, you going? No, ma'am, I'm not going. So I don't know. I want to go to Nigeria, but I don't know. But I'm going to go to South Africa, though. So I'm going to go to South Africa, though. Mm-hmm. But anywho, uh, what he talked about is snacking while eating if planned. He was like, yes to 8 ounces of something, but sometimes people get a pint of pop ice cream. I don't really eat ice cream anymore. I like it, but I eat. You remember when there used to be yogurt shops? I'm like, where are the yogurt shops? Because yogurt isn't ice cream, and yogurt isn't like ice cream. Where ice cream make your stomach hurt. So, but if you are watching something and you are mindlessly eating, oh, that was a good point, because you're mindlessly eating because you're watching something. That's when you grab in those empty calories. So, and that's when we talk about poor eating behavior. So, and just when you're in pain, that's what I was talking about. When I'm in pain, I still went to my coach because I know my coach going to help me. So that's something very important to remember. When you're in pain, you can't just stay in the bed. You can't just sit still. You've got to move, because the answer to pain is exercise. That's the answer to even mental pain and mental distress is exercise. So, and what it does is it gets your blood moving through your arteries and through your veins, and it allows your body to operate the best that it can operate. Okay. And one of the things that he asked us is, what are we going to do to mix things up? So we're aware of our triggers. We're aware of our poor food choices. So what are we going to do? And one tip that he gave, which I thought was golden, is don't celebrate with food. So I'm having a lunch today, which is a regular lunch. We're going to meet at a restaurant and we're going to eat lunch. So I think that people like going to this restaurant. That's why I picked it. It's a family style place, and the older people, they think it's like the Ritz-Carlton. They love it, and that way we can fellowship. We can eat our food, and we'll stay there for like 2 hours. We'll eat and we'll talk with each other and we'll laugh and we'll fellowship. And so I think that'll be really good for us to come together. And 2 people are even bringing guests. Like, can we bring a guest? I'm like, you can, of course. Because see, what it is we want to fellowship with each other. I haven't seen my friends because my wheelchair broke. But this is another thing I'm doing to get outside of my comfort zone. I cook so kill with meat. I am trying to go somewhere with my manual chair. I never do that. And then if I need to, I just ask somebody to push me. Because guess what, Miss Debra, not proud, too ashamed to do? Ask for help. There is nothing wrong with asking for help. We got this fallacy in our culture that you want to be independent. You want brought into this world independent, and you're not going to die independent. You need help. We need each other. Okay. Reach out and touch this down about somebody's hand. Make this world a better place if you can. So, anywho, let me get back to my heaven. This is the next song. Heaven is on the other side. 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 I will make it. I will make it. Heaven is on the other side. This is what sopranos sing. Heaven's on the other side. 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 Ah, heaven's on the other side. They never sing the verse, but this song is so beautiful. It says, my dear friends, Lord knows I love them, and they mean so very much to me. But they can't help me get to heaven, because heaven's where I want to be. Heaven is on the other side. Heaven is on the other side. Y'all know this song. Heaven is on the other side. Heaven is on the other side. I will make it. I will make it. I can't sing too low, too long, so that's a good song. So I asked my doctor when I went to the doctor, I said, what's my A1C? So he was like, January of last year, your A1C was 5.3. So I'm not diabetic. So that's what he said. What I like about my doctor and what I don't like about him is that he got to figure out how whatever I ask him for, the insurance will pay for. So I asked him for some that pasty stuff to put on my skin to keep my skin from having bacteria. anytime you have mobility issues or if you're morbidly obese, you got to make sure anywhere where fluids come near your body, you put some paste on it to make sure you don't get bacteria. Because if you get a bacteria, then you will get sick, and I'm telling you, it's not good. And what you do is you stay moisturized. So, and then they give you some powder, but the powder is carcinogenic, and that means it could cause cancer. Now, why would they give us powder that could cause cancer? So he was like, he gave me an extra prescription. He was like, you could or you could not, but he said talcum powder works the same way. I dare say these people be trying to kill us, okay? But I did it. Also, I gained 3 pounds this week. I gained 7 pounds last week. And so I know part of that is because my body's in pain. So my coach said when your body's in pain, your cortisone level is up. And your cortisone level, it helps your body to keep that weight on. So this is one reason why you got to get yourself a trainer who understands all this stuff, because you will probably be walking around here sad. Now, I am very concerned because I gained a lot of weight in December and I ain't lost none of it. But guess what? I'm not finna slash my wrist. I'm not finna get sad, because what am I doing? I'm exercising. I'm moving. I'm cooking. Even though my knees hurt, even though I'm in pain, I'm still cooking good meals. Okay? You've got to know. See, what my big girl panties are. I told my friend Jessica, I said, Jessica, these panties weren't dirty. These are my big girl panties. And she took the little strap off of them. I got to find them again. I mean, they got a little dust on them because I touch them a lot and they're white. I got to get me some new big girl panties. So, I got some big girl panties, but they lace. But I don't want to show y'all them. I just want to show y'all some regular drawers. Y'all know that song, Help Me Find My Drawers? We singing Jesus song this morning, DebraAnnMatthews. See how I got to stick to the plan, okay? And but I'm not sad. I'm not sad because I gained 3 pounds. But what I do need is another scale, because the scale was like 7 pounds before I got on it. So that means I need to buy a new scale. Oof. It's always something to buy. But anywho, what triggers have you noticed about yourself? Because people come on here, even people talking about my knees. Oh, you get knee pain? Y'all don't know what's going on. That's why I didn't even address it, because y'all don't know. I'm like, oh, goodness, mind your business. When there's weather, my coach said even if it hadn't snowed, joints are messed up in the wintertime. And so, and then, after a while, once it gets nice and warm all the time, my knees will stop hurting. And then I'm going to be like, okay, coach, come on, let's walk. Let's walk. Let's walk and let your body talk. Back to singing church songs, DebraAnn, okay? And this song is called All My Trials. This speaks to what we're dealing with. The trials and tribulations and trigger eating, being triggered because something that we're a part of is not jiving with our spirit, and it takes away our peace. And we eat and we sit still and we pick bad food choices, when we can be aware of that and vow to, as soon as we recognize the situation, think, what am I going to do? Back up out of it and get away from them people as much as we can, or that situation. But sometimes you can't. Sometimes it's just a situation that's not comfortable. Okay? It's just not comfortable. So this song, it says, all my trials, all my fears, I can take them to my God and heal my burdens bear. Through the strain and the pain, only Jesus lifts me up through all my trials. That's a pretty song. So what else did we learn? We learned that on purpose, on paper. I'll tell y'all the truth. Now, I told you I got my index cards. And I really like yellow, so I stole these yellow cards. I don't know who I stole them from, but I know I stole them from somebody. Because I just love mustard yellow. I've always loved it, but I really love it now. Get you some index cards. Write anything you want on them. You can write your goal weight, how much you want to weigh, how much you write anything you want. This your thing. Do what you want to do. Okay? But know that if you want to lose weight, if you want to improve your mobility, if you want to improve your life, because guess what? 10% of people, so everybody you see in the world when you go outside, 10% of them is really healthy. Everybody else not. That means their A1C is a nice one. Their cholesterol is nice. Their weight is nice. Let's see. Weight, cholesterol, A1C, and blood pressure. Okay? That's what metabolically healthy means. So I encourage you to find out what those numbers are. I go see my doctor every 3 months for blood work and just to see what's going on with me. Okay. So I want to encourage you to hit the like button. I want you to encourage you to talk about what are triggers that you've noticed in your eating. Do you sit still? And what type of food choices do you make? And so, much love. We love all sevens. All right now. Well, you better know that. I'm going to tell you something. You better know it. What have you known about your eating patterns or your food choices? Are you obese? Are you underweight? Does your body hurt? And so all of those things are signs that you need to move, okay? Move it. Keep that thing moving. Because what is my slogan? Motion is the new lotion. What is my slogan? You got to do it. You got to do it. Come on, let's do it. Let's dance. Debra, we sing Christian songs right now. We're going to sing Our God, He is Alive. And if you want to coach with me, then just look in the comments and email me at DebraAnn@loseweightwithme.net. I've noticed a lot of people starting to ask me lots of questions on TikTok. I'll be glad to consult with you. I'll be glad to listen to you, answer your questions. You pick your poison. We can speak from 15 minutes to an hour. You pick what you're going to do, baby. We got you. I got you. Okay. I got you. Okay, we're going to sing Our God, He is Alive before we leave. There is beyond the azure blue. Y'all know this song. A God whose voice the prophets heard. He is the God that we should know, who speaks from His inspired word. There is a God, He is alive, He is alive. In Him we live, and we survive, Now I just got to sing the soprano part. From dust our God created man, He is our God, the great I am, the great I am. I gotta just sing my part. I can't be singing a man and a woman part. It'd be too much. It'd be too low. I don't sing. I can sing that low, but not for that long. And so that's a beautiful song. And so I just wanted to come on and encourage you in your walk, encourage you. If you are 100, 200, or 300 pounds overweight, baby, let me tell you something. There is hope for you. If you're 10, 20, 30 pounds overweight, baby, there is hope for you. Let me tell you. And it just starts with believing. This is some 3 things I'm going to tell you and I'm going to leave. Okay, number 1, you got to believe you can lose weight. I believe, just like when you, I will leave this land of heartache through the da-da-da-da. My journey's ending in a place so lovely and so great. Oh, glory, I'll end up right at home where we will not grow weary. I'm camping towards Canaan's happy land. Oh, glory, every day I'm camping. You got to believe it. Towards the land of Canaan. Number 2, you have to know the main reason most people stop losing weight is because deep down in their heart, they don't believe they're worth it. Then you go, if that's you, you got to go back to number 1. What's number 1? Believe you can do it. Number 3, you got to also understand that your job is to trust your instinct. Let me tell you something. See how I'm using my left hand? If you're in Africa, if you're in Ghana, I don't know about the other countries, don't do stuff with your left hand, because this is the hand you use to wipe your butt with, and that's considered rude. So be mindful of that if you're in Ghana. So you've got to understand that nobody can tell you how to lose weight. You are on a journey all your own. So in that, I'm encouraging you to understand that you're getting ready to trust your own instinct, okay? Now, for me, I've been exercising 42 months. 1,178 days. And anytime I ask Alexa how many days is 42 months, she give me different things. She'll go between 1,277, 1,278. So one of them two. I guess because of February 28th. And I've lost over 319.2 pounds. In fact, I've lost about 14 pounds more after that, but that's just so big right now. I can't even process that number. So I don't have to think about it. I can just keep going and work on the things I'm working on. So what I'm telling you in my platform that's called Lose Weight With Me, that is possible. And I believe. And I'm telling y'all, if you want something in your life, you're just going to have to believe, baby. You're going to have to believe. You're going to have to get you a mantra, a poem, a quote, a saying, or something, okay? And you're going to have to just sing that something, okay? To help you. I mean, once you get through eating and exercising, I mean, I take a nap when I get through. But what else you going to do? You got to get you something to help you carry through, to help you get over, How I got over, my soul sits and wonder how I got over. You've got to know that you can do it. We got to get over this hump. But we get over it with grace. We get over it with giving ourselves compassion. We get over it with putting our big girl panties on and say, I'm going to do one thing today. I'm going to do 2 things today. I'm going to do 3 things today. And then what we mainly do is take care of ourselves. Then I tell myself, don't use my left hand. What we mainly do is we just take care of ourselves, calm down, be in peace, and thank the Lord. And pay attention. And get some support. Make sense? Okay. Peace and hair grease. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a beautiful day. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share. If you so desire, Super Chat, Cash App, Venmo. And if you want an Apple Pay, email me. I'll tell you the number to Apple Pay me on. Okay? Peace and hair grease. 5 on the black hand side. Oh, goodness. Jesse Jackson passed away yesterday. And so we just say, in honor of Jesse Jackson Jr. or Sr., God bless the family. Okay. Peace and hair grease, y'all. Bye-bye. Thank you for rocking.